Musyoka is not being granted a favor to enjoy the security that he does. It is because of our constitution. It is because people don't respect the constitution, some people in government, if not all of them, that we are having the problems we are having. Be it the media, be it the electoral injustice that we are fighting, and all manner of things is because we don't hold the constitution sacrosanct. We are prepared and we will continue defending the constitution. We would like it to occur to all Kenyans that even the swearing in of our coalition leader, Raila Odinga, was in furtherance of an attempt to defend our constitution. And therefore, jointly, we will make sure that we defend the constitution. And I speak this as the deputy party leader of Fort Kenya. And I stand by Senator Wetangula in all the decisions he's made before, during the swearing in, and after, just as I do with all the other 4 principles. We have a bigger task of moving Kenya beyond the election of 8th of August last year. An attempt has been made by President Uhuru to try and move the country. He couldn't manage. He only could go as far as 26th of October. And after 26th of October, he's unable to move it any further. He attempted to do it by crafting a cabinet which has been the most shocking revelation of inability to form cabinet by any head of state in the history of Africa. And therefore, the country is looking at us to take over from Jubilee so that the country can come back on the rail of the people's agenda. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
The principles, the 4 principles, or the 3 of you, Mheshimiwa Kalonzo and you and Weta, there's none who was present.
Atieno, kwanza nakushukuru ulikuwa hapa saa 9 usiku. I hope ulipata usingizi.
What's your question?
Well, my question is it that there is a division amongst the NASA activities?
No, there's not. And this is the position we have been trying to tell you, that we shall talk about it. We shall talk to tell you the way forward. This is, let people not try and create divisions amongst us. This is not a child's play. We are seeing people with very simplistic approaches to the political events that are unfolding in this country. Let them stop being simplistic. Some of us and these people here, behind the scenes, publicly, in many ways, have contributed very, very significantly to the progress and status of NASA. And it's not a simple thing. And I think people should be more serious as they focus on these particular issues. Thank you.
Maybe to be specific, the Kenyans want to know, you, the NASA principals, why didn't you attend the swearing of Raila Odinga yesterday?
I told you we shall communicate, and we are going to have a joint meeting, and we will tell you what we want to say. And that, I said, is either tomorrow or the day after. Can you wait until tomorrow?
On security, sir?
Yes.
Ask the question. Has your security been restored by today?
No.
And then secondly, Charles Owino was here and he said that yesterday he is not aware if the police blocked you from attending.
I cannot speak for Charles Owino. Did you ask him that question?
Yes, we asked him and he said it did not happen.
Then I cannot speak for him. Yeah, I cannot speak for him.
But from your end, are you blocked?
Please, we are going to talk about that separately. Yeah.
NASA Co-Principal Musalia Mudavadi, former Kakamega Senator Boni Khalwale are some of the leaders that visited NASA Co-Principal Kalonzo Musyoka after news, of course, reached them that there was an attack on his residence in the wee hours of this morning. They've talked about the attack, they've talked about politics, NASA, and so much more as well. But from there, we want to now take you to the Kenyatta National Hospital, where we are told that Parliament's Health Committee is about to address members of the press. Let's listen in.
One of them who came to this facility maybe in a couple of weeks, and that time when we came, we were not able to give out a final finding on what actually happened about the allegations of rape, which up to date we have not gotten a complainant by name. And today, coming back as a committee now, who is mandated to take up the investigations on the same, we have since visited the wards after our tour, and on oral asking of the women, the mothers in those hostels whom have been alleged to be complaining of the sexual harassment, we have not concluded our finding yet as a committee, but what they are answering is that since they came to this facility, they have not actually come across one of their own who has been raped, but they have some kind of fear of unknown because of some issues which are raised by some people whom they don't know. So they have come and inherited some fear, which we are asking the KNH to clear the fear on the patients. But what we are seeing as a committee is, after we have made these oral questions, it is not enough. We remember that there's some also investigations which are done by the CID department. We also want to see what they have for us. We'll go back and sit as a committee and give you a comprehensive, maybe investigative report on whether the allegation is true or false. As far as now is concerned, it's a matter that we have not concluded, but so far, so good. The fears, we have not gotten any name who is specifically complaining on the same. Thank you. Please.
Honorable Miruki, please.
Thank you very much, members of the fourth estate. Like my colleague has said, we've gone through the facility. We've interviewed quite a number of women, especially the ones we found in the baby care unit. Some of them, or those that were able to talk to us, have not seen any incidents of rape or harassment. But that in itself does not mean that the allegations that were raised a few weeks ago were not founded. And that is why we are here as a committee to carry out investigations. Then we shall go back to Parliament, deliberate on what we found, then we'll give you our full report. Number two, we have seen that the hospital has enhanced the issues of security. As we were walking around, we could see uniformed policemen, and we've seen that they have tried to put up an advert in the newspapers calling out for security services. I think they want to outsource security issues. So for now, on the issue of harassment, I believe the police are also doing, the DCI is also doing their own investigations. And once they give out the report, we shall incorporate that in the report that the parliamentary committee shall give you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As far as today we, as a committee, we toured 6-7 departments: accident and emergency and trauma, theater, ICU, neonatal ICU and newborn unit, maternity, orthopedics, and we discussed about laundry. About departments, I request Honorable Dr. James Nikal to come and to say his, on behalf of the committee, our impression, please.
The microphone should cover the whole room.
Yes, there's a technique they should have.
Make it IT.
Yeah.
As the Vice Chair of the committee has indicated to you the areas that we visited, and basically we were looking at the areas in terms of service delivery to the patients and the capacity of the hospital, particularly in terms of the equipment and the services that they can offer. and we came to the conclusion that the hospital in general has the capacity to actually do deliver most of the services that are needed in this country as a referral hospital, except that it does get many patients who are actually not really referral, but being sent for general service from other surrounding areas. It has the level of equipment that again is required to give the services, and I can tell you that this hospital has the capacity to give the services, surgery, oncology patient, oncology care. They have the capacity that they can do what is being done in other countries that many people go out for. However, what we realize that is probably making this not possible is that these equipment, when they're there, are not adequate. Two, they are old, many of them are old, and some of them are outdated. I think that is the main problem that is really hindering the capacity of this hospital. And probably as the committee, when we go and sit down and look at all the facts we gathered and discuss with the hospital, we'll probably work out a strategy for re-equipment and modernizing the equipment and having a replacement strategy, so that all the time the hospital is able to give services at the level it should. We also noted that they have high level capacity specialists that can do this. So the area of the equipment is where we will look at a committee and see what needs to be done with the hospital and the Committee of Health and even the Committee of Budget in Parliament.
Thank you, Dr. Nikal. I request Honorable Dr. Duale Dahir to come and comment our impression about the HR, human resource of this institution. Thank you.
Good afternoon, colleagues. Today we had an opportunity to visit various departments of Kenyatta National Hospital as members from the Health Committee. And I am going to comment on the issue of human resource. This hospital is a hospital which has a huge capacity. The total bed capacity is about 2,000, although actually they have more patients. For example, we have been informed that in the orthopedic unit, they have a bed capacity of 36, yet they had 113 patients. In the neonatal unit, the capacity is 50 babies, yet they had over 150 neonates. So the emergency unit, on the average, we have been informed, sees about 200 patients per day. And also that excludes patients who are seen in specialized clinics and those who are referred for other specialized services. We have been informed by the hospital management, by the CEO, that they are short of about 1,200 staff. They spend a lot of money on personnel enrollment, yet still they have a short of 1,200 staff. And of course, you know that the Ministry of Health is a highly technical ministry, and the Kenyatta National Hospital also is a very specialized unit. For it to do what it's supposed to do for this country, we need to have optimal number of staff in all the various departments. And as a committee of health, together with the management of Kenyatta National Hospital, the Ministry of Health, and also the budget committee, we are going to take up the issue of discussing how we can support this hospital in terms of getting more human resource to deliver its services. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dahir. I request Honorable Dr. Peter Oino to come and talk about our impression about the committee about insurance cover of with KNH. Thank you.
Thank you very much. As a committee, our hearts were touched when a mother said she had a normal delivery, she's well, but she can't go home because the baby is not insured. And as we struggle to look into how everyone can be have universal health care for this nation, I think we have to start with the mother, because the life starts with the motherhood. There is a replacement of maternity care, which used to be reimbursed when a mother gives birth. That has been replaced by Linda Mother. But Linda Mother only cares for the mother and not the baby. So as a committee, we are going to look into the policy of having mother and child insured. So when we have normal delivery like that, a mother can go home and take joy to the family who is waiting over there. The other issue which we are taking as a committee, of course, will be access to health care for all, which we are deliberating on. But I think we'll have to start with the mother. Thank you very much.
Before I call Madam CEO and I give my last comment, I request Honorable Dr. Mercy Gakuya to talk about our role of the training of health training and education and KNH.